Okay, here we are back in T-Pose Am Jesus Christ, and I think we just left the wedding at Cana or Cana, however it's pronounced. So we're gonna pick up from there. I will not be providing your typical Orthodox Christian perspective on the events in the Gospels. I will be providing an alternative perspective based on the Caesar's Messiah thesis and the Flavian hypothesis. Based on my fluency in the Gospels and my critical reading of Flavius Josephus's histories, especially the Wars of the Jews or the Jewish War. It's funny how a lot of times avatars in their basic state stand in a T pose with their arms out like that. Be nice if I could grab some grapes or whatever these are. Like, I'm used to survival games where the world is more interactive and alive and you can do things like that. Like, I'm not sure those kind of barrels were in existence in the 1st century. Or these boxes. Those are I'm not sure what engine this is in, but maybe those are free Unreal Engine assets. What are these? These jars? These kind of look a little Latin. I guess that's fitting, right? Romans around? I don't know. Somebody's goat. Guess I shouldn't be messing with other people's property. Just head on up the road.
That day in Cana, something changed. Until then, Jesus had stayed quiet, waiting, watching. But it was his mother who saw it was time. She pushed him forward, gently but firmly, and with that first miracle, there was no going back. From that moment on, the world began to notice.
Okay, so John chapter 2 talks about how Jesus' glory began to be manifest, and that aligns with the military campaign of Titus Flavius, who is represented by the literary disguise Jesus in the Christian Gospels or Good News accounts. And that makes more sense of his words, what do I have to do with you, woman? Mary, I believe, being a symbol of the temple, and then Titus saying, my hour has not yet come, because Titus had not yet gotten to Jerusalem to lay siege to Jerusalem. The 6 standing stone jars, however, I revealed in a video, appear to be representations of the 6 Jewish resistance leaders during this military campaign of the Roman Flavian generals against the Jewish people in Galilee and Judea. I tend to leave out Samaria because I haven't checked to really see what the status of Samaria is at the time. Probably based on my understanding of the Samaritans from Christian commentaries in the Gospels, but I'm not sure. I think there were Jews living in Samaria, so-called, during the Roman Flavian campaign. But I haven't double-checked, so I don't want to say for certain. Although I have no reservations about saying a whole bunch of things that don't seem to be certain, right? This is... I'm really impressed by the work they put into this world, though. It's... What I'm curious about is to what scale this is. Like, have they miniaturized Galilee and Judea for the sake of brevity, for the sake of gameplay? Because so many gamers, they just can't be bothered to walk anywhere in a game, and that's why this game just offered fast travel to the next location. But why would I want to fast travel when artists took the time to model this whole world? You know, you can bash AI and say that it's stealing people's jobs, but if you fast travel from one place to another in a game and ignore all of the work that they put into the environment in between, then aren't you kind of stealing their livelihood the same as AI? let's see. Had a little interruption there. So, yeah, so we're headed to Tiberias. See, it makes you just want to explore all this world, but then if there's nothing there and there's no Easter eggs, it's like, what's the point? But it's, I mean, it's pretty. And all these places make me want to One thing you're not seeing here are other travelers on the road. I mean, they say that travel on the road in ancient times was often a dangerous affair. Could be ambushed by bandits. Here I am crossing a road. Does it say how far it is? No, right? It'd be nice if it said how many stadia it was, or whatever the Roman word is for a mile marker. I wonder if there are any mile markers on these roads. That's a question we can ask. Let's see. Were there any Roman mile markers on the roads in Galilee and Judea in the 30s? AD. It is unlikely that formal inscribed Roman mile markers miliaria were present on the roads in Galilee and Judea during the 1930s AD. Not the 1930s. That's not what I said. While the Romans had conquered the region in 63 BC and utilized existing road networks, the systematic construction of paved, stone-marked Roman roads in these specific provinces generally occurred later in the 1st century AD and early 2nd century AD. Archaeologists have generally not discovered Roman milestones in Judea dating before the Flavian period, 69 AD onward. Yeah, because the the Roman legions, when they would advance forward, they would build the roads for their armies as they went. Which, you know, seems crazy. But the Romans had the engineers and the machines to do that. Which is, you know, when you hear the... Anyway. Road construction and maintenance. Before the first revolt in 66 AD, Roman administrations in Judea relied on roads constructed during the reign of Herod the Great, who died in 4 BC, or earlier, which were not typically marked in the Roman fashion. Earliest finds, the earliest discovered Roman milestones in the province date to 69 AD, located on the road from Caesarea on the sea to Scythopolis, or is it Scythopolis? I'm not sure. Beit Shean, marking improvements made during the war against the Romans. Regional differences. While main arterial roads and the King's Highway existed, they were not paved with milestones or inscribed pillars at this time. Significance of the 30s. While the Roman prefect Pontius Pilate was governing in the 30s from 26 to 36 AD, his focus and that of the Syrian legates to whom he reported were on troop movement and maintaining order rather than monumental road construction. The New Testament makes references to distances and the concept of going 1 mile, or actually going like a second mile. Matthew chapter 5, verse 41, likely referring to the conceptual mile of the Roman soldier rather than a standardized in-place stone marker at that time in that specific area. That sounds like apologetics to me, because that would be, I think, actually evidence for the dating of the Gospels that the academic and consensus usually arrives at. Because if they didn't have mile markers in the 30s, then it's, I think, highly unlikely that there would be talk about going 1 mile or 2 in the 30s. And given that the Good News accounts are dated to the Roman Flavian dynasty, that seems to suggest to me that this saying did not originate in the 30s. Back to the game. It'd be nice if there were some wild animals, or even just random domesticated animals out pasturing with their shepherds. In fact, let's discussion, trading. What do we call these? Undeveloped areas between points of interest. Were populated with randomly generated wild animals and flocks and domesticated animals, even flocks with shepherds. Devoid of life. Look at that, I got 316 faith points. Can I pray right now? No. Oh, yeah, I just got 317. I got 318. $319, so I get 1 faith point every time I pray. There doesn't seem to be any penalty for praying. This leads me to a question. Did Jesus pray 3 times daily according to Jewish custom? Says yes. As an observant first century Jew, that's the narrative, Jesus likely followed okay, but we need like some kind of proof. Likely followed the tradition of praying 3 times daily, morning shacharit, afternoon mincha, and evening arvit ma'ariv. While not a direct Torah commandment, this was established custom based on examples like Daniel chapter 6 verse 10 and Psalms chapter 55 17. Actually, there's even better proofs than that from the written Torah. That I think it's Theodore Hertz. No, let me see. Hertz commentary on the Pentateuch and Haftorahs. J.H. Hertz, okay. So yeah, the Pentateuch and Haftorahs, Hebrew text, English translation, and commentary. This is really good commentary if you want like a Jewish perspective on the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and the Haftorah portions, which are not all of the prophets, by the way. Because the Haftorah portions mostly had like a liturgical purpose. And they weren't designed that way to like negate or nullify portions of the prophets. The Jewish people, they still have the Hebrew Tanakh, and they can read any of those portions anytime they want, and they can do it much more quickly and much more accurately than Gentiles reading from mere translations of the Hebrew, which strip away various levels of meaning that are going on in the Hebrew. So there's this Christian conspiracy theory that's been debunked, but Christians don't pay any attention to that, that the Haftorah portions are designed to somehow hide Isaiah chapter 53, because oh my gosh, it's this hidden chapter of the Hebrew Tanakh that Jews don't know about, and if they only knew about that chapter, they would all become Christians right now. It's ridiculous. Only a Gentile would believe that. So anyway, so it hurts in the 5 books of Moses. He mentions the 3 places where prayer happens, and shows how they're the basis for praying 3 times a day in Judaism. But here, Gospels depict Jesus praying at various times, including early morning and during the traditional evening or 9th hour prayer, particularly during the crucifixion. Following Jewish tradition, the early disciples continued these 3 daily prayers, as seen with Peter and John in Acts chapter 3, verse 1. Jesus encouraged these prayers to be made in sincerity and privacy, except that in Jewish practice, you needed a minyan of 10 Jewish men to pray as a congregation, and these 3 daily prayers are supposed to be done with the congregation, I believe, rather than as a public show for recognition. So that's just an attack on Jewish communal prayer, characterizing it as hypocritical, just because it's something alien and foreign to the Roman Flavians who, sponsored the Christian scriptures, the invention of the Christian myth. In addition to these traditional structured prayers, Jesus often prayed spontaneously in solitude and for long durations. But so did Jews. You've got Jews praying spontaneously in the Hebrew Tanakh. Jesus didn't invent that. So it says, pious Jews in the first century, including Jesus and his disciples, adhered to structured prayer times, often at the 3rd hour, 9 a.m., 6th hour, noon, and 9th hour, 3 p.m., sometimes aligning with temple sacrifices. Well, given that we don't have like an explicit demonstration of this, like the Torah doesn't come right out and say so-and-so prayed 3 times a day at these particular times of the day, then I guess we shouldn't require it of of Jesus and his disciples from the Christian scriptures as proof. That seems like fair play in polemics. So back to the game. And I'm not I'm not learned on whether Catholic Mass is 3 times a day. I thought Mass was like twice a day, but I'm not sure, and doesn't really matter to me. Don't really care. So I hear the birds, but I don't see the birds. Oh, look at this. Is that towards the Dead Sea and the Jordan there? Ooh, is that the Kinneret? Wow, that is impressive. I mean, even though I'm a detractor from the Christian message, that is an impressive view. One day I hope to visit Israel, make the pilgrimage myself, and see some of the sights, but I'm already getting older, and why am I hearing music? Oh, I've got it turned down a bit, but still there a little bit. But twice now, I guess I could have made it a priority to go there and visit, but twice. One time I had a gentleman tell me that it was not a good time to go because of the security situation there, so I didn't go. And then I kind of regretted it because I'm not sure that that guy was really all that legit. And then this time there have been priorities at home, so I didn't go. And now the window of opportunity is closed again. Oh, this is incredible. I mean, if that's what this place really looks like, that's really impressive that they've done this. And what's kind of amazing is how the terrain is so unique in places. It doesn't look like just randomly tiled assets. I wonder if I missed anything by not traveling on the road. Oh, look at this, guys. This is... I'm impressed because a lot of religious games, a lot of religious music it always seems to be like, I don't know, 10 to 20 years behind in technology and quality. Like, speaking from a strictly objective artistic aesthetic appraisal, get your first apostle. Press T to open the apostle panel. Press trigger button to accept the calling quest. Andrew, a name which I believe means man. Meet Andrew. The miraculous catch of fish. Talk to Andrew. So as I was saying, but here's a case where, I mean, some people might say, oh, this just looks just like a 2001 game or something. Maybe to an extent they that would be right, but there are some technologies here that are better than 2001, and the overall impression is far above the quality you would expect from your typical religion-based game. Wonder whose place that is. So now I am on the road. And I could run and jump like Asmongold did, but it's, you know, it's just not dignified. Yeah, I'm not sure if did they have these kind of African huts in Judea or in Galilee in the 1st century. Who is this?
They say Pilate sent more men to Jerusalem. Unrest is near. My spirit is weary, though my steps are steady.
I heard there's a new rabbi teaching in the synagogue. How is your family doing these days? How is your family doing these days?
See, that does not look like something that belongs to the 1st century. I want to check this out. This reminds me of the banks of the Seine
The
in
prophet spoke of days like these, when the hearts of many would tremble.
Why should your hearts tremble right now? I mean, look at this water. Look at this view. It's so peaceful here. But this reminds me of the banks of the Seine in Paris in one of the expansion DLCs for BioShock Infinite.
Do you think there will be a good harvest this year?
You mean of fish? This is where they weigh the witches.
We should gather for a meal soon.
Am I supposed to grab something here?
The people grew quiet as he came forward. Some came to listen, some came to judge. Others only wanted to see the man they had heard about. Then Jesus stepped up, looked at the crowd, and began to teach. A good tree does not bear bad fruit, and a bad tree does not bear good fruit. Every tree is known by its fruit. Men do not gather figs from thorns, and they do not pick grapes from a thorn bush. So it is with a man's heart. What is good within him brings forth good, and what is evil within him brings forth evil. A man may speak fair words, but his deeds will show the truth. For the mouth speaks from what fills the heart. Therefore, do not look only at what is seen for a moment. Look at the fruit. For in the end, every man is known by what his life brings forth.
Oh, look at the waters. Man, that's pretty, and with the sunlight reflecting off of it. Ugh. They did a good job with that.
Yes, Rabbi?
Is that supposed to be John?
Yes?
This is James. So I'm looking for Andrew now, and I can't talk to this guy, so they're both talking to that guy. Maybe he's gonna be one of the later games saved. I probably should save it myself, now that I've traveled that distance. I gained 200, subs from that sermon.
I heard there's a new rabbi teaching in the synagogue.
I need to buy fresh bread for dinner.
You know, it'd be nice if they had an actual modeled synagogue. Maybe they will later if he reads from the scroll of Isaiah.
The prophet spoke of days like these, when the
Yeah.
hearts of many would tremble.
Do I have to play another game now?
As Jesus walked beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. "Come, follow me," Jesus said, "and I will send you out to fish for people."
we've been waiting for you. This is my brother, Simon. He's been fishing all night, but the catch was poor.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Chum the water? Would you cast your nets once more right here by the shore?
I don't know why you ask, but we've caught nothing all night. Still, if you ask it, I will try.
I already did. Pick transformation miracle Q, make Simon believe. Are we supposed to go out in the boat? Control the divine light by keeping the cursor close enough. Lead the schools of fish to the fisherman's boat 3 times, avoiding obstacles. The fish follow the light. That was easy. Just keep the fish away from the whirligigs. Oh.
Look, Simon! The nets are full.
Who are you, Lord? How is this possible?
Do not be afraid, Simon. From this day on, you will fish for people, not for fish.
Fish for people? How can I do that?
These pat answers sometimes with faith, Simon. And from now on, you shall be called Peter the Rock.
I
no.
will follow you, Lord.
Peter the Rock.
The nets are bending under the weight.
Yeah, that's great, but Peter, I don't think gets his name.
This can't be mere luck.
Who said that?
Impossible. They caught nothing all night.
This must be a miracle.
I don't see any chick around me. Who said that?
Impossible.
Yeah, we got it. Shut up. Oh my gosh, shut up. So, I guess I'm supposed to do this. Find James. I think James is over on the other dock. So
I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, that's great. Fine, get over it. Jeez.
Did you see that? Their nets are full of fish.
Lady.
The nets are bending under the weight.
Okay, I'm going to have to pause it. So, according to the Caesar's Messiah thesis, which reads the Gospels intertextually with Flavius Josephus's The Jewish War, the Wars of the Jews, as if like it wasn't the Romans who provoked the Jews to war. This Fishers of Men passage is where the Romans go out in boats to pursue fleeing Jews who have swam out into the water, I guess. And the Romans go out in boats and they spear these Jewish men. So Titus Flavius / Jesus becomes the one leading his disciples, his soldiers, to become fishers of men. So it's a big joke to the Romans, but Christians read it as talking about evangelizing people and engaging in missionary activity to bring converts to Jesus. You know, when the Galileans and Judeans, they already had a perfectly good religion, Judaism, that their ancestors had known for centuries.
This must be a
Did you see
miracle.
that? Their nets are full of fish!
Yeah, we got it.
Impossible. They caught nothing all night.
This must be a miracle.
We got it. We got it.
The nets are
Truly,
bending
he said
under
he
the
would
weight.
find us when the time comes, and here he is.
What? How did you do that? We've been fishing all night.
James, John, do not be afraid. What you have seen is only the beginning.
Who is this man? How does he command the fish like that?
Oh, this is their dad.
You know our names. Who are you?
Weren't you guys the ones following John the Baptist earlier? I know much more about you than just your names. Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Of men? We don't understand.
You will help me gather people. Just as you cast your nets to gather fish, you will help me gather people into the kingdom of God.
We will follow you.
The kingdom
but how is this possible?
The kingdom of Vespasian, the Roman Empire. With faith, everything is possible. I will gather those who are called to join me in a place to rest and learn together.
Rabbi, I have a house in Capernaum, a humble place, but it can be a place for us to stay.
If it is Capernaum you seek, you can take the boat I docked near the city's edge. It will carry you all safely.
Very well, let us go to Capernaum together, and there I will teach you the way. The
Father,
derrick.
Will you be all right if we go?
Go, my sons. Follow the one who commands even the fish. I believe this path was meant for you.
So, this commanding of the fish, this can be seen as, like paralleling, a pagan god. Let me see. What Roman or Greek god was able to command marine life? Poseidon and his Roman counterpart Neptune were the primary gods able to command marine life, ruling the seas, oceans, and all aquatic creatures with their tridents. They were revered as patrons of sailors and had control over sea life, storms, and earthquakes, often depicted surrounded by sea creatures. Poseidon, Greek, as a member of the big three Olympian gods, Poseidon controlled the sea and its inhabitants. He was often depicted driving a chariot drawn by marine animals and held power over the sea's creatures. Neptune, Roman, the Roman equivalent of Poseidon. Neptune was the deity of fresh water and the sea. He was revered for his control over the oceans and the creatures within them. Proteus, Greek, and older sea god, sometimes described as the herdsman of Poseidon, who was known to look after seals and other sea creatures. Poseidon's dominion was absolute. He was responsible for creating sea creatures and commanding them, as well as unleashing the terrifying power of the ocean. So this is how you get Gentiles who know Poseidon and Neptune to start worshiping Jesus as a god, because according to the story, he has the same powers that Neptune and Poseidon do. You wouldn't need to do this for Jews, because Jews worship one God who created everything and who has power over everything. Right, make his, path straight. Make way. Make way. Okay, so where's this boat? It's over here, guys. Arrive to Capernaum, sail with the apostles by boat. Oh, I should probably check my, there. Oh, wow. Got a lot more subs. Let's see. And, journal. Codex. It looks like I'm skipping a bunch of stuff here. Followers, apostles. Got 4 of them. Oh, so I have to go through the town. You guys, oh, you guys got pretty good tracking. Pathing, I mean. What about female apostles, guys? Like I heard there's this chick who's, kind of a baddie named, Mary Magdalene? Miriam Ha-Migdalit, I think is what they call her. You guys know anything about her? Maybe got her number? Anyway, they say that, later on, the Christian writers kind of made, or maybe just, the church later made Mary Magdalene I think I have to go through here, guys. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. They kind of made her a baddie when there was no evidence of it. I don't know. I mean, I think it does say she was possessed by 7 demons or something. That sounds like a baddie to me. Oh, so now we're here? We're in a different place?
My house is on the other side of the town. Walk straight until you reach the market by the main road.
My spirit is weary, though my steps are steady.
I'm just looking for Mary Magdalene. I'm gonna be disappointed if she's not in this.
It's a good day to mend fishing nets.
And she better be hot.
I need to buy fresh bread for dinner.
Yeah, well then get off your behind and go buy it.
At the edge of the town square, Jesus spotted a tax collector working for the Romans.
Where?
He knew how hated the emperor's collaborators were among the inhabitants of Galilee, and what a great lesson Matthew could bring to the rest of his followers for this reason.
Well, first, what is this? Tax collectors? Did I just collect a bunch of money? During the time of Jesus, Judea was under Roman occupation, and the empire exerted heavy control over daily life, especially through taxation. Roman authorities outsourced tax collection to local Jewish men who often bid for the job and profited by overcharging their own people. The Roman influence extended beyond. It's always the Jews' fault. See? Just like Gentiles today, it's always the Jews' fault. Even though the Jewish people constitute like 0.2% of the world's population, somehow 99.8% of the world's Gentile problems are because of the Jews. The Roman influence extended beyond economics. Their presence shaped politics. See, and here's where we boast about the Romans. Their presence shaped politics, law, and even religious practices. This backdrop of exploitation and spiritual conflict made Jesus' outreach to tax collectors like Matthew and Zacchaeus all the more radical and compassionate. It's actually, yeah, compassionate, especially if you're hanging out with zealots.
We are almost there. This is a good place for my brothers to rest.
A fine spot. We will wait here until you return.
Master, come with me. My wife will be glad to see you.
Where did I didn't see the tax collector. Where was he? I thought I was supposed to... Wait a second here. John. Oh, here's Matthew. Oh, approach the tax booth. What's over here? I gotta come back. I'll be back. Peter, I gotta talk to Matthew over here. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Duty first. I must keep the watch.
And Jesus said, "Follow me, Matthew." Matthew answered,
Me? You want me to follow you?
And again Jesus said, "Yes, Matthew, son of Alphaeus, you."
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Let me go.
You have money. Quintus protects you. No Jew lives as good as you. You are going to throw it all away?
Yes. So am I. Perhaps I could go home now and prepare dinner for you and your followers.
Ooh, that dude had some hairy hands.
Regret this, Matthew.
Will I? Will I really? I'm gonna have a book named after me. And people will be reading it 2,000 years down the road. Who's gonna remember you?
The weather is perfect for a walk today.
Alright, I gotta get back to Peter.
Wife, I have returned, and I have brought a guest.
Peter, I am glad you are home, but I am worried about my mother.
What has happened?
She has been burning with fever for days. Nothing helps. She grows weaker with each hour.
Master, can you help her?
Miracles, miracles. Everybody wants free miracles. Where are you going? How am I supposed to help you? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the wife.
Master, her strength is fading. I have tried everything, but the fever will not leave her. If there is any way to help her.
The sickness shall leave her. Let me come closer to her. Oh no, another one of these mini games. Observe the glowing... Oh, this is the 10 Commandments? Observe the glowing... What that has to do with this, I don't know. But anyway, observe the glowing symbols to learn the correct order, then repeat the sequence by interacting with the images. Press E to pick the image. So that's worship God alone, then the divine name, and I don't know about the rest of these. It like glowed too fast. Can I back up and it'll glow again? What about over here? So that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Okay, so... Damn it, I've already forgotten. I've already forgotten. Okay, let's hope I can do this. Okay. Worship God alone, I think.
Worship only God.
Oh, good. It just says it right here for me. Shall not make for yourself an idol. No other gods before me. Shall not make for yourself an idol. Is that the dove? Like Titus, the name that means dove? Don't make an idol out of Titus, which you're doing when you're worshiping Jesus. Okay, that's number 2. What? Shall not take the name of the Lord. Oh, that's number 3. What's the deal with the bird, then? Make for yourself an idol. So there's the idol. Okay, so we gotta do this again, I guess.
Worship only God. No idols.
Then the name, but what is a bird doing in the picture?
Respect God's name.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And then honor your father and your mother. I assume this is supposed to be the Sabbath?
Keep the Sabbath holy.
I mean, I don't know how, whatever.
Honor your parents.
Alright, so now go over here. Shall not murder.
Do not kill.
Shall not commit adultery.
Be faithful in marriage.
Shall not steal. That was over here, wasn't it? Is that stealing? Really, that horned demon in the background, that's kind of lame. And they got more demons over here. Come on. Okay, you shall not steal. I guess that's the... Oh yeah, there's a coffer there with coins in it.
Do not steal.
Shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Look at these. More of these gargoyles. Come on, man.
Do not lie.
Shall not covet anything that belongs to your neighbor.
Do not covet.
Got more followers from that. So where's the mother? Here's the mother. like a red cross symbol for healing. W A. I don't know how to speed things up. W A. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. S. Oh, did I get that wrong? W. D. S.
Master, she has risen. How is this possible?
I took out an early withdrawal on my own resurrection. The fever has left her. She is well
I can
now.
hardly believe my eyes. This is truly the work of God.
No.
He took my hand, and now I am strong again. Let me serve you all.
But Mother, you were just so weak.
She was in need, and now she is restored. Now, she got a power-up. I gave her a couple Red Bulls. She's good to go. So now she can slave away for all of us.
Master, I have no words. She was on the brink, and now she stands as if nothing happened.
She was in need,
I believed
now
in you
she's
before,
well.
but now I have seen it with my own eyes.
You'll see greater things than this, Peter, but you will not see me return. That's the important thing. The thing that I really need to do, come back and prove that I'm the Messiah, is the one thing that I'm not doing. Instead, I'm doing all these little miracles which have nothing to do with being a Messiah, and people are believing on me because of those things.
Thank you, Master. My home is always open to you.
So they say, you know, these miracles are they're like an appetizer.
Even the wind seemed to pause when he prayed.
Whatever, dude. Yeah, they say that these miracles are like
is especially busy this morning.
appetizer or foreshadowing of the Messianic era, and that's why he did these things. Journey to Jerusalem already? Okay, so this is a good place to stop. Alright, so in the next episode, we hope to journey to Jerusalem. Now, it's kind of curious that in the Hebrew scriptures, all travel to Jerusalem is considered a step up in honor, an ascent in honor. But in the Christian scriptures, you go to Jerusalem to be mistreated and to die. But yet we're supposed to believe that the Christian scriptures are Jewish literature.